Hello,
everybody. Thank you, dog. It's Friday. Yay.
Happy TDIF, everyone.
Yes, I know. This is awesome. It's Friday again already. Like I mean, I was ready for Friday, but oh my gosh, the week just flew by, it seems like. Hope everybody's doing great. How are you doing? Let us know. We're super happy to have you here with us today. Of course, it's our favorite day of the week. Thank you, dog. It's Friday. If you don't know who we are, I am Patty Quinn, and I've got the amazing Hillary Buholtz with me today.
Hello, everyone.
We are the co-founders of We Heart Hounds, and we're here every Friday to do just some fun, really crazy, silly, canine kooky inspired things, whether they're crafts or recipes and all good stuff. And today we have a really fun one for you. I'm super excited. This one's going to be wicked cute because of the holiday. It's called a PUPkin Bandana. So it's pumpkin pup inspired doggy bandana that we're going to do today. And I can't wait to get started. So the first things that you're going to need are some fabric, some cotton fabric. And we have this adorable paw print. Just so cute. You can pick it up at Walmart. You can get it on Amazon. It's a pretty popular print, and it even comes in a reversible. Well, this isn't reversible, but the print itself is a reversible white on black, instead of black on white, that kind of thing. So just get yourself a black and white print to start with. And then you're also going to need some felt and just kind of Halloween colors. I've got a couple greens here. You can get away with just one. There's white, black, and orange.
Yep.
So grab yourself some felt, and I've got obviously some scraps, left over from other projects that we're going to use. And then you're just going to need some fabric glue and some pinking shears. Well, I guess, and regular scissors too. And then we're going to grab some Sharpies, and that's all you need. Go get yours. Go ahead and get yours. That's fine. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our fabric, and you're going to cut a square out of the fabric. What I ended up doing is taking an old bandana and measuring that out, so I knew the size that I needed. So that's always a great way to cheat. But if you'd like, you can just make a square I think it's usually between 18 and 22 inches for a small size bandana. And I think it's 26 to 30 for a larger bandana. And then you're just going to fold that square in a diagonal, right? And then you're just going to cut along that diagonal, and you'll end up with two bandanas. You only need one for this, unless you've got multiple adorable, precious pups in the house. So that's how you end up getting the right shape, the right size, all that good stuff. And we'll have a tutorial posted by tomorrow on our website that you can go check out and see all the step-by-step instructions, get all the measurements and all that good stuff. So once you have that, and I guess I should have said you're going to use your pinking shears to cut those, your zigzag scissors, so that you don't. Yeah, it's a finished edge, and you don't have to hem it or sew it or stitch witchery it closed or anything like that. It just makes a nice finished edge without having to do anything else to it, which is great. And then you're going to cut out your pieces. And we went online and did just a quick search for pumpkin coloring book shapes or pumpkin clip art shapes, and find just a pumpkin shape that you really like, that you think is cute. And we found this one that we thought was just adorable. And so you cut out the shapes, and then you can trace those or use that as a stencil to cut out all your shapes for your parts and pieces on your little bandana. So we're going to start layering those down. I'm going to turn this around so I can see where I'm putting in. Basically, what you're going to want to do, and this I just learned the hard way, is you're going to want your shape. Normally, I would think to put it in the middle of my triangle. You're going to actually want it towards the bottom a little bit, because if you think about it, that the top of that bandana is going to get all crinkly when you tie it around your pup's neck. So you want it closer to the bottom so that it doesn't get squished. And it's easier to tie onto your pup. Yeah. And then we're just going to take some fabric glue. We've got some Aleene's Fabric Fusion. I love this quick dry stuff. It does dry really quickly. And we're just going to start gluing our pieces together. And just give yourself a good slather in here as you go work your way around. And this stuff just really, if you haven't used it before, we use it all the time on projects. Boy, it works great. It really works well.
Yeah, it does. It adheres pretty quickly. I've got a different, same idea, but a little different brand. And I think the Aleene's, it catches a little bit faster, so you can move forward with the project a little bit faster. So
Yeah.
definitely.
Any fabric glue will work though,
Yep.
really. All right, so we got our pumpkin shape down. And then the next I'm going to start putting, I've got our couple little leaves here. I'm going to add to the top. It's going to be cute. And you can find a pumpkin, get inspired by the different ones that you find. You can find one that's scary. You could find one that's cute, which is what we did. You can find one that's more complex, face, or one that's really simple shapes.
Yeah, I would recommend something that has fairly big pieces, because if you get real small when you're trying to cut them out of that felt, it gets a little bit tough. Like if you have really tiny little bits and pieces, it gets a little bit tough to work with. But yeah, so sort of a little bit more simplified, it might make it easier to work with.
Okay. And I'm putting my stem on. Actually, I think I'm going to tuck this other leaf under my stem quickly before the glue sets. All right, pressing it down. So as Hillary was saying, you can see in our picture, the stem on our little pumpkin is really skinny and would probably be hard to cut. But you can see when I cut mine out, I made it a little fatter, a little easier to cut. So this is my little pumpkin so far without the little face, which is cute. And then we've got some shapes for eyes that we're going to do. Is Lulu or Leon going to get dressed up for Halloween this year, do you think?
So I have a few different costumes. I'm trying to think if we have a new one that Leon hasn't worn yet. I think we might. So yeah, I usually can't resist when I'm going to the store. When I start seeing the Halloween costumes, I usually can't resist. Even if I was like, oh, we've got some, we have a whole
wardrobe
full of Halloween costumes.
Oh, well, they both look absolutely adorable in their costumes. They're so cute.
And Lulu, she doesn't enjoy it as much as Leon, but she doesn't absolutely hate it. But Leon thinks it's pretty fun to dress up. So it's nice to give him an opportunity to.
Yeah. He thinks he's extra special, right?
Yep.
Gets all that extra special attention. Sweetheart. All right. So we're getting the faces slowly coming to life here. I don't know if Ginger is going to be dressed up. I got her a little something, but it's not quite a real costume yet. So we'll see. I haven't found one. She's so dang tiny.
Yep.
It's hard to find something that'll work for her. I think last year I found a little witch's hat that was actually a little girl's barrette.
Oh, cute.
Because it was so small. Like it's hard to find something that just fits, that fits her because she's so tiny. So I ended up taking the barrette part off and adding a little strap that I could tie around her head so she could wear the hat. And that turned out really cute. All right. Oh my gosh. I love these when you get the eyes put on.
Life once you get their little eyes on.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Okay, I'm gonna wait. You got yours? Your eyes on? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm giddy. This is hysterical. These are so cute. Oh my gosh, these are hysterical. So you could leave it as is, but of course we want to embellish it just a little bit more. If nothing else, we're going to put a little smile on our little pumpkin. And that we can do that with a Sharpie. You can also stitch one on if you wanted to. I think that would be really cute as well. You could stitch around your pumpkin, like use orange thread and stitch around. You can use green thread around the leaves and all that to stitch a pumpkin, some additional embellishments. And then I've got a red marker here. I'm going to just quickly put in just a couple little freckles. I think it'll be cute to add some freckles for my little pumpkin.
Here's our sweet little pumpkin.
Oh, it's adorable. It's adorable. All right, just added some freckles. This is so cute. I don't know if you can see them.
Oh, cute. Yeah. Love it.
So this is just so precious. Isn't this just the cutest little thing? I love these. They're so how easy, right?
Yeah.
Like you could do a little ghost. You could do a little, a little witch's hat. You could pick whatever you wanted for Halloween. We just love the contrast of the bright orange and the green with the black paw print. I just think that's absolutely adorable. I'm going to see if I can get my little sleepy model out from under her blankie. Hi, sweetheart. You want to show everybody your new little bandana? You got a smushy face. Are you all sleepy? All right. Let's see. We'll try this on. I know. They're always so big. I need to have the length. So they end up being really long so I can get it. What you want to do is do a nice little double knot, but you don't want it real tight. You want to definitely be able to, you want it loose and you want to be able to stick a couple fingers in there for sure. But you want enough to be able to double knot it. And I think that's just so cute. So cute.
Oh, so cute. You are adorable, Ginger.
This might be her Halloween outfit. I don't know. We'll see. She wants to go back and snuggle. Thanks so much for being with us today, everybody. We just had the best time. This was a lot of fun, enough to make you giggle, right? That's always a good thing. If you have any ideas or suggestions for other ideas you'd like to see, let us know. If you end up doing this, if we've inspired you to make one, you want to go under your blankie. If we've inspired you to make one of your own, we'd love to see pictures as well.
That'd be great. And if you're looking for other Halloween ideas, we have a huge playlist. We have all kinds of fun dog-themed Halloween ideas that are in there.
Yes.
So home decor, other bandanas, treats, all sorts of stuff. So check out the playlist. And if you know somebody that you think would enjoy this, if you could share that and like and comment, all of those things really help us a ton when you do that. So we would really appreciate it.
We would. We truly would. You guys mean the world to us, and we would love to keep going and let the world know about all the fun things that we're doing, and we couldn't do it without you. So thanks so much for everything. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend.
Everybody.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.